Howdy, Faith fam. I spent the last week missing you, and in my downtime, I have made a very important discovery. I haven't tried it out yet, but I have figured out how to time travel. Alright, and I wanted to do that with you guys today. I wanted to film this monumental thing in case anything went wrong or really right. Alright, so this is my first test. Here we go. Let's try it out. Oh my gosh. I think it worked. Whoa. It still fits. Wow. Okay, some relics from the past just appeared. I don't know exactly what this is, but I think it is a telescope. This must be one of those things that helps you look at various planets while blocking out the sun. That's the only thing I can think of. And this. What is this? Huh. See, if you know what these are, please text me and let me know. I don't exactly know. Oh, also there's a note that just appeared from, it looks like Martin Luther. And it says he's from the 1500s, so you have to believe him. And it's written in pink, so you know it's legit. And it says this. It says, if not bound by such responsibilities to one's neighbor, one may flee rather than tempt God by exposing oneself to contagion. This sounds plague-related and nearly some of what we're going through. Do not be overbold and scorn ordinary precautions against contagion, thus tempting God, who has created medicine and given us intelligence to care for our bodily health. Such recklessness endangers others with whom one comes into contact. Martin Luther, the 1500s. This is the guy who nailed the 95 Theses to the Catholic Church. He's basically the founder of Protestantism, and there was a plague going on at his time, and he gives eerily similar instructions to what we've kind of been given today, of kind of distancing ourselves using medicine and not endangering others by kind of keeping away. Social distancing, if you will, from the 1500s. Well, that gives me a lot of comfort knowing that somebody from the past has kind of endured and gone through this and come out on the other side. I'm going to end our time travel. It seemed like it went pretty well. We found some good stuff here. I'm going to come back to reality, and I have a word for you. Tonight we're talking about hope, and I think there's a lot we can take from our history that can help us with our future. It kind of feels weird to look back in the past to find hope for your future. But like this letter we have here from Martin Luther that was written to Christian leaders at the time, of kind of giving them instructions on how to minister and also be compassionate and loving. There's wisdom in it for us today. This past week, I lost my Nana, and she lived to the ripe age of 80 and lived a very full life. And going through her home and going through some of her things this week as I help out my mom and my uncle, it's been just like a time warp of just finding all these different things. And it hit me when I found this Methodist cross that was there, of just how big of a role my Nana played in me getting to this moment right here, where I'm talking to you, where I'm working at this church, and as a person of faith, little f, big F. And it was my Nana who grew up in the Methodist church and who sang in the choir and kind of instilled that in my mom. And, if you know my story, you know that as I grew up, I didn't really go to church until late middle school, when my mom had the sudden realization that we don't know who Mary and Joseph are, and the manger and all the whole Christmas story, what it's really about. It's not just about Santa. She was quickly on the look for a church, and from her growing up and her roots, he tried a Methodist church. And through a variety of things, that's where I ended up staying and sticking and leading to my call to ministry. I have my Nana to thank for that seed that she planted way back when. And so for me, looking into my past, looking into where kind of I came from and seeing kind of God's grace move through my life to get me to this moment now that is good, I can project that into the future. I can say that God's grace will continue to work and that everything will be okay and everything will be good. And so looking into our past, looking at our history as a country, as humans, we can see how we've evolved. We can see how we've been okay through every terrible thing that has come upon us. And so we look to that for our hope. And so tonight, I ask you guys to look in your own history, look in your own past. Have you dealt with things? Have there been things that you, in the middle of it felt terrible, it felt consuming, it felt like there was no end in sight, but you came out okay on the other side. It became redeemed kind of eventually. So bring that with you tonight as we dive into our Bible study. Be on the lookout for a link from your youth counselors to Skype. If you were on the call last time, you should automatically get a notification as soon as they start the call. If not, and if you're having any problems, you can contact me right here, and I'll be happy to help you get connected to your small group for tonight. All right, I will see you guys soon. Peace out.